Hello, visionary, and welcome to our human design transformation live. We're really excited today because you know why? It's Wednesday before Thanksgiving holiday. So I hope you guys are all ready for some turkey. And what we've decided is the most important thing to know at your Thanksgiving table is everybody's human design, right? So, what better way to have a peaceful Thanksgiving? Who's the mutant at the table? Who's the emotional? Who's the individual, right? Helps to know. So today we have something really special in store for you guys. We are looking at a beautiful emotional projector, and I am super excited to do this reading for you guys. Or I'm sorry, Davidian's doing this, but hold on, let me shift it so that her so the chart is bigger so we can see that. And hey, everybody. Hi, Pam. So, Pam, we'll do yours next. Okay. We'll do yours next. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. So if you're here live, say hi. And let's find out who's here. Who else do we have here on the call? So I'm going to turn this over to Davidian. Just type in the chat if you're here live. Type in if you're a projector, what type of projector you are. We're going to be looking at Andrea, who's an emotional projector, and I'm going to hand it off to you, Davidian, if you're ready. Did you share it already?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Alice, namaste. Namaste. So next week or the week after, I think it's next week, we're still going to do, Pam. She's a mental projector. Oh, Kat, awesome. Another emotional projector, 5-1. Awesome. A mental projector, Alice. Okay, so next week we'll do mental projector. We're going to do Pam's. So this is exciting. So just so you guys know, Andrea, she is in the Rave Cosmology, which is like one of our really exciting classes that we do live each week. And so we're honoring Andrea today also thank you guys for your purchases, by the way, on Foxy 5D. We're really, really, really grateful for you. Hey, Krista Marie Miller, we're so happy to see you. So we have a 1-3 projector. Oh, hello. So Davidian, do you want to do a sound check? So
can you hear me?
We can. Okay, let me just make sure I can also see the chats coming in. So those are popping up. There's Pam. She says happy Thanksgiving. There's Andrea. I'm so excited. She's here live. Awesome. Okay, there we go. There's Alice. Okay, great. So Davidian, are you ready?
I am. And
awesome.
So hello, everyone. Hello, Andrea. All right. Well, there's so much to see here that we don't have time to discuss in this particular forum. So at least part of the story, and just like always, I'm going to caveat that I have never worked with you. I know you're working with Raquel, but I really don't know you. And so I don't know where you're at in your self-realization or personal evolution. So what I'm reporting on, and my thing is shadow poking. So what I'm going to be talking about is more so tendencies that I see as being probable at some point in your development and perhaps more likely in your earlier years. And so what I'm looking at are your shadow potentials, and obviously not all of them because we don't have time for that. But okay, where you may get caught, the shadow potentials, just to say a little bit more about shadow poking, this is where you may get caught and pay the piper in some form or another. So please don't take any offense with what I'm going to share. Anything I share. What I discuss may only show up as thoughts in your head, and that might start and end there, and not something you necessarily entertain. But right now,
so hold on, just FYI, Davidian, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I just want to let you know one of the chats that Andrea said is that she's here. She says, I'm not sensitive and I totally want to hear where I can grow. So, and that's a beautiful thing about human design. So, I just wanted to let you know that that's what she said. And also, if anyone has questions in the chat, you can type them in the chat. And I'm going to answer some chats if you guys have questions in there. So, there you go, Davidian. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. So, that's great that you say that now. We'll see at the end if you're offended. But because right now I'm focusing in on your gate 35, which seeks experience. And I'm seeing this because it could be more of an issue because gate 36 bridges your split. So bucket list may be a word you use frequently, or maybe having a creed that you don't want to wait until you're old and gray to do whatever calls to you. So you fling yourself into different things quickly due to your open spleen, and you can become easily bored with a been there, done that sort of energy and feel almost a pressure to try new things, to be an experience collector. But the pleasure you derive from spontaneous pursuits is fleeting soon after that, whatever it is, as soon as that box is checked. And maybe you believe that the meaning of life is about variety of experience, but what can happen again when you enter an experience incorrectly is that sometimes the experience is not only disappointing, but you may get locked into it, even willingly fighting for something or fighting to remain in something or with someone who was only meant to be temporary, if it was even correct for you to begin with, because it may have been more about the experience than it was about the person. Remember, spontaneous is frustration fuel for you, but feeling restricted may feel also excruciating. And presumably, this way of living, if you heeded its not self call, led you to choose some dangerous experiences and even some perhaps dangerous relationships, maybe exciting relationships that could have or did threaten your health and or your resources. And having your own resources, your own money, your own territory is huge for you to feel secure. And that security may have been threatened by some of these pursuits I mentioned. But because this 1949 channel that you have is unconscious, that concept of making sure your pursuits don't have a negative impact on your resources is under the radar in real time, that is. In hindsight, this type of consideration may be more visible and certainly informing your aligned emotional inner authority decisions. But that consideration being under the radar in the moment when you're feeling that spontaneous call of the wild may have contributed to a more devil may care attitude or a willingness to risk sacrificing that security to satisfy that pressure to experience or become intimate with something or someone new. Not to get overly personal, but that could also translate into entertaining dangerous sexual liaisons with a false sense that you could handle it, come what may, with perhaps an overconfidence with your totally open ego and in your conscious 4323 mental abilities to have that ability to think on your feet and come up with convincing alibis with that gate 4 of yours, which has answers at the ready. Why else do I say that? One, because you have an undefined sacral with a dormant gate 59, the gate of intimacy. What happens is that when your undefined sacral becomes defined, you have an inflated, distorted sense of who to become intimate with. Not always physically, sometimes metaphysically, becoming interested in the wrong person simply because they pique your interest. And the not self, yeah.
I'm so sorry. I just have to say her comment because it's just so Awesome. She said, "My ex did end up in prison for 9 years, so I would say that's very true, LOL."
Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, that might be a confirmation. Um, not to laugh at that. But
But it's good to laugh in retrospect, right? When we look back on our life and we're like, "Oh my god, that was because of my aura mechanics." It helps you, right? Yeah, she said, "This is exactly what I needed to hear." Right, Andrea? Right. It helps to be like, "Oh my god, this was part of my design, so I'm not, you know." She's laughing too.
okay, good.
Right?
Okay, good.
Right?
And I would say the not self-sacral, because you have an undefined sacral, the not self-sacral also has issues with not knowing when enough is enough and can be addicted to sex, drugs, drinking, work. And as such, with that dormant gate 59, you may have been maybe misinterpreted, or you can misattribute this additional interest or awareness of the other when that comes online, meaning you mistake them for being the responsible party for turning you on in whatever way, like, ooh, there's something really interesting about them, or they catch your attention, and you give them the credit when it's simply an awareness that comes online when that center gets defined, and the whoever it is in your vicinity that activated that dormant gate 59 may not be worthy of your enhanced attention or your attractiveness to them. It's not them, it's your predilection when this gate becomes activated to become intimate with what or who is around you. So it can be very easy to misinterpret intentions with this energy because it can be a powerful distortion. On one level, when your sacral becomes defined, an aspect you likely recognize as part of your personality, because it's conscious, is that you may become either more shy or hard to get, for lack of a better word. And it takes a person with a strong personality to overcome that. Um, but under the surface, unconsciously, you have another version of this that accepts temporary unions that that can be called to enter dangerous liaisons, like I said, with people you'd never ultimately want to select or settle down with or share a life with. But because you have lots of fight in you, you may, depending on perhaps your more conservative upbringing, may try to create a relationship out of them and get sort of locked in, especially if they have a defined spleen. And secondly, you're a 4-6, emphasis on 6. So undoubtedly, in your first 28 years or so, living as a 3, which is learning through trial and error, which bumps into things. But the natural 3 has a natural born resilience, sort of a force field that the line 6 doesn't have. As a line 6 in its first phase, you don't have such a force field. So you likely made some seriously bad calculations about those you became intimate with, like you said, as well as with the adventures or misadventures that you were so keen on jumping into. They probably left a more permanent mark in some fashion. Whatever those decisions were may be part of your backstory, but now that you're on this new phase of your 6, you're on the roof, so you're under new management, and you've been on the roof for a few, so presumably you made some life changes on your own, or possibly it required something physical health wise to contend with to slow your roll, possibly having a child or a health crisis of some sort. Um, you may have also interpreted this normal line 6 changing of the guard, thinking something was wrong with you, or you must be in a rut because you're not the adventure seeking go getter you once were, and it's affecting your ability to focus. Or maybe you tried to still be that way that you were after you went on the roof, but then that health related matter or pregnancy or crisis of some sort forcibly moved you into a watching more and less outgoing role. um After all, you're caterpillar days are over. You're in a cocoon. Like a cocoon now. You're in Cocoonville, transmogrifying, butterflying into your more eventual role model body. So it's important that you forgive the mistakes of your past. You're no longer that person. That person died in many respects. You're the one who grew from their ashes. And not everyone's going to recognize first use passing. If you broke their trust, they'll likely find it very difficult to believe that there's a new you, and they'll expect you to show up as they knew you before, Andrea the caterpillar. And that's not your problem. Like I said, there's of course tons more to share, but many other contributing aspects and variables affecting what's going on and what I'm seeing, but can't really do that here in this setting. That would be more so a formal session. So I hope you found this helpful.
Yeah, she said it's so spot on and so helpful.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, there's a lot of chats coming in. I'm going to share a little of the chats. Hold on. Let's see. Andrea says, gosh, this is crazy accurate. I didn't know exactly how the Hanging Gate 59 played into my relationships, but knew it did. This was such a perfect explanation, as well as the open spleen and the 6 in my profile. Thank you so much. It really was. I was listening in thinking, what a great, what a great, like, beautiful freak to genius to another, from one freaky genius to another freaky genius, right? Yeah, it was so good. And Hani is actually here too, which is so fun to see. Hani, who's
Hello.
another freaky genius on the call. And so so Andrea, um this is such a beautiful, powerful chart, because we see it's one thing to have this to be a self-projected projector, to have, like, the defined throat up to the ajna with this 2343. And it's a whole nother ball game to have that split with your emotional inner authority, and needing that emotional inner authority to kind of run the show. But you have these two very separate aspects of yourself. And so this is a very complicated chart. And so, yeah, that was awesome, Davidian. Thank you so much.
So happy.
Yeah, and there's some other chats coming in, so I want to say hi to everybody else who's here, and read some of these chats also. So let's see. Kat says, this is the info that I need in my chart. I had a basic reading when I first learned human design, but it was very basic, and I need to know more about my gates and my channels and all the aspects I can't even remember off the top of my head. Yeah, so there, and then Krista Marie Miller. Hi, Krista Marie Miller, by the way. Big shout out to Krista Marie Miller. She's a 5-1 manifester, and she says that there's so many layers to HD, and it's super fascinating. And yeah, so that's the other thing we want to say is that human design is so multifaceted, so deep, so fun, so multidimensional, and it's really the perfect thing to contemplate before you go to Thanksgiving dinner, because I know I made a lot of jokes about that, but it really helps to know that everybody at the Thanksgiving table, sometimes they're not operating out of their true self, right? Sometimes it's their not self. And also, everybody has a uniqueness, and it helps to have compassion for everybody who's their aura mechanics. And also to remember that it is a penta when you go to Thanksgiving dinner, so you are conditioned by that penta. So if you are wondering why you're absorbing and amplifying, it's more intense when there's more than 3 people. So if you're not going to Thanksgiving dinner, then that's a positive too. Kat says, my hubby is a 5-1 generator and I'm a 5-1 projector. Oh my God. That is a crazy combination. Right, Davidian?
I would say, yeah, could be quite a few different misunderstandings from both
Yeah,
sides.
right? Hi guys, I'm gonna come back on video. Wait, that didn't open my video. Hold on. I was gonna come back on and say hi. so so that's crazy because so if there's two 5 1s, okay, we know that the 5 is the projection field. So if there's two 5 1s, one's a projector and one's a generator, then you're going to have two projection fields. So two people trying to understand and see each other that don't see each other very well. But you can also have the harmony of the 5 1, meaning you're going to relate to each other, the investigation, you're going to relate to that part of it. You're going to relate to having those projection fields, both of you, right? 25 years together in January. Oh my God, congratulations, Kat. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's exciting. So, everybody here live, let us know who else is here, what's your type. There was another chat in here that said that who was saying they have a reflector? Was that Cat also? You have a reflector. Who said they had a reflector? Sorry, guys. It was, yeah, Kat, my daughter just turned 13 and she's a reflector. So that's the other thing about Thanksgiving, since we're, celebrating and getting ready to kind of enjoy the holidays, is that when you know your kids' definition or at least their type, it's the greatest gift you can give. It's the greatest gift you can give your children. For all of us projectors out there who I can't think of a single projector who didn't say, I wish I knew this sooner, right? I wish I knew about my design. And I'm sure the manifestors too, and the generators, everybody. So, anybody, even if your kids aren't interested, if you can see them and you can kind of help them through their strategy and inner authority, it's such a gift that you're giving.
I would
So,
say also, oh, sorry.
yeah, go ahead.
Just on that subject of the reflector daughter, during Thanksgiving, to give them permission when they need to excuse themselves and go in the other room, to not put that pressure. Come on, join everybody, because they might be overloaded. And what comes to mind is sort of like when you bring a dog with you to 4th of July celebrations and the dog is around all those fireworks. That's like incredibly intense for your animal, for your pet, for your loved one, for your furkin, whatever, your blessed furry creature that you love to take care of, because it's just overloaded, stimulation overload. And the same can be said about the reflector in certain company, and particularly mixed company. So just give them a lot of extra leeway to leave when they need to separate if they need to, and not see it as just them being rude, or they need to visit because family doesn't come around. You don't see your grandma too often. Come on, your grandma wants to talk. Just let there be sort of a force field around them that you could be tolerant of, that will go a long way to making sure they're healthy, they have a good time, and they're not under pressure, because they'll act out. And especially if it's unconscious, and then it becomes a scene, or there's drama that doesn't need to be there if you just let them sort of isolate on their own when they need to, and decompress, and then come back when they want to, or whatever. That's just my advice.
No, I think that's great. And yeah, so Andrea says, yes, I couldn't agree more. Knowing my daughter's chart was a game changer. And then what is your daughter, Andrea? I can't remember. And then Connie says, how do you present it to them? I make a point to ask my projector his opinion on things. So that's a really, really great question. How do you present human design to your family and to your children? Obviously, We know that it has to be in response or it has to be invited, right? If you're a projector, or if you are a generator, it has to be in response.
I think
Um,
the best thing that you can do is just have that understanding as a parent. You don't
exactly.
even have to communicate, but the fact that they have an ally in their parent who recognizes their strengths and limitations without even needing to communicate that necessarily. They have a tolerant parent who recognizes them. That's enough until they're ready to know more.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just that alone, for a projector, it's asking their opinions, recognizing them, but also knowing they don't have as much energy as the other kids. So if they're really tired, giving them the freedom and then permission to sleep more, rest more. And if that alone, if I had just known that I needed to rest more than everyone else, it would have totally changed my life, so that would really help. Yeah. So, yeah, it makes so much sense, right? Yeah. So, what we're doing, you guys, so what we've been doing is we've been doing Tuesday lives for the last couple of Tuesdays. And I think we are going to go live next week on Tuesday, right, Davidian?
Um,
Well, we think.
sure.
Yeah. And then Pam, we're gonna do Pam's chart next week. Um,
Did Kat say that resonated at all with the reflector?
Kat said, yeah, hold on. Kat said, yeah, I'm hoping to learn more and how to be the best parent. And then she said, most definitely. I usually want to run with her. LOL. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, Kat, really good. I always try to give her her own space, even before learning about HD, which is just in February. Oh, wow, she just learned about it. That is so cool.
Wow,
That is so cool. So,
great.
so awesome. Yeah. So, let's see. I want to read Andrea. She says she's a 2-4 emotional generator. It really helped me with her creative flow. She's an artist in many ways, and just respecting that and not interrupting her in that zone, no matter what. If it's bedtime, dinner time, whatever, I let her do it. And it's been amazing. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Just little things really, really help support the kids.
I thought I saw a comment from Deborah. Did you already?
Oh, let me see. Yeah, you did. Deborah, I tell my daughter she has superpowers and has been introduced them and have been introduced them to her one by one. Yeah, I
Nice.
love that. That is so.
Yeah, I
Oh, that's
actually
as
did
far
that
as being
also
a
with
parent.
my daughter.
Yeah, it's so
Practice
good.
your powers.
Practice your powers and introduce them one by one. I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, should I do the drawing for today? So here's what we've been doing, you guys. Everybody who comments goes into our hat, and then we do a drawing each week. It's just a fun way for us to give back. And so we'd love for you guys, everybody who's here live, if you want to be in the drawing for next week, just go ahead and comment. And once you comment, then your name will go into the hat. So does that resonate, Kat? Awesome. How do we get a mini reading like this? Oh, okay. So what we're doing, Kat, is we're doing a first come first serve on the orders that we have coming in from our store. So anyone who orders from our store, we're giving them this bonus live reading. And we do have a Black Friday special that's good until Monday, right? Because Monday is don't they call Monday like not Black Friday, but they call it like
Cyber Monday.
yeah, Cyber Monday. So we're going through Monday and there's a discount code that is available in the description. So in the description of this video, there's a discount code. And so if you want to take advantage of that 20% off coupon code, it's 20% off everything in the store, except for our one-on-one readings. So this is really, the bonus readings are coming from those people, Cyber Monday. Yeah. So so next week we have Pam. So it's kind of first come, first serve, based on that. And it's only good till Monday. And then we'll probably do it for our next Facebook Lives. Am I making sense?
Yep.
Okay. So so hey Nicholas, emotional
Okay.
projector in the house. Awesome. Yeah, it's super exciting and really fun, Cat. So if you're just learning human design, there's a lot of fun things in there. And we would love to do yours next week too. So go ahead and grab that discount code. Here's my hat. Okay, so we've got everybody's names in here. So I'm gonna reach in, and are you guys ready? So
Next
Davidian,
week, there'll be a cat in the hat.
there'll be a cat in the hat. Exactly. Terry Francis, are you here? So if you're not here live, you can't win. So, but what we are doing is that I'm going to put it back into the hat. So if you come next week, you can still win. Melissa says, thank you both. The mini one is interesting too. 1-3 splenic projector. Yay, awesome. Okay, so you guys ready for your to go into the hat? So if you're here live and you haven't chatted yet, just put in a little emoji or something so you can maybe win next week. Okay, hold on. Here's the next one. Oh, I didn't see Kristen here. Okay, it's going back in the hat. Sometimes people come one week and then they don't come the next week. I feel bad, but they still have a chance to win. Oh my God, look at this. Deborah A. I know you're here, Deborah A. Deborah A, you're the winner. Yay,
Deborah,
Deborah.
are you here?
Yeah, I just saw her chat. Are you still here?
Yay! Is she here?
Yeah.
Yay! Yay! Congratulations.
Awesome. Yay. Andrew says, I appreciate you guys so much. Andrea, I
You're welcome.
appreciate you. And it is the best class ever, right? Oh my God, I'm having so much fun with the rave cosmology. So, just a little quick announcement. Yay, Deborah, give her a shout out, everybody. So Deborah, what we knew is we just need your email address. So you have to PM us so we can give you a Nicholas one last week. So we hope you've enjoyed your free gift, Nicholas. And so hey Amber, congratulations. Deborah, she says, yeah, let's put that up. Congratulations. Yay, Deborah. So just a little announcement. Oh shoot. Sorry, you guys. I forgot the date. I got to grab my calendar. So I just want to first off, of course, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And I hope you guys are going to do something that is fun for you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. So oh, it is next week. So next week on December 3rd, I am doing a bonus class on global cycles. Everyone in the community is invited. This is on Zoom. So you do need to have a Zoom link to attend. So in order to get a Zoom link, you need to email us and say you would like to attend the bonus on global cycles. Okay, so anyone who's here or listening to the recording, you can do that on support@raquelreina.com. Okay, so everyone else who's listening to the recording, type something in the chat. Even if you're listening to the recording, your name will go into the hat for next week. Is there anything else we need to say, Davidian?
Maybe.
Okay, what would you like to say?
Oh, nothing comes to mind, but there might be something more to say.
Is it about the 2027 Intel? Yes. So the greatest thing about the 2027 Intel is that every year as we look at the aura mechanics, it starts to get deeper and deeper and richer based on what's happening in the world. Because if you guys, one of the things that was really interesting, if you go back and you look on YouTube and if you see my first video that I did on 2027, it doesn't say, oh, we're going to have a global pandemic, and we're going to have, COVID-19 outbreak or anything like that. But it definitely says how the systems are going to break down, and it's going to talk about it. And it was before 2020, the first one on global cycles. So what I'm trying to say is, if you look at the aura mechanics, you get to see what's going to happen. It's really fascinating. And so it's really one of my favorite things to teach. So if you're interested and curious about it, then join in. It is a free class. Your daughter graduates in 2027. Oh my God, that's crazy. Is your Facebook the same as here? Oh, okay, Kat. So the Facebook group is actually Spiritualized Entrepreneurs Awakening to Their Next Level. So there
Is
should
that in
be
the
a link.
description?
Huh?
Is that in the description?
It is. It's in the description. So there's a link to the Facebook group if you want to join in the Facebook group. It's really fun.
Cool.
We like to have fun in there. We talk about human design. We look at everybody's charts. If you want to post your chart, Connie, do you want to come? Oh, yay! I really, really have been thinking about you a lot. You're on my mind. I am super excited. Okay, so I will put you on the email list for sure. It's really going to be a fun class. Conscious 4.3, 49.3, unconscious 23.43, says Deborah. Oh, how cool is that, right? We have a lot of incarnation cross. Yeah, Nicholas is the gift master. He is the gift master. Awesome. So I hope you guys want to join in. And feel free to email me. And Deborah, we are going to get you your gift. And I think that's everything for today. So thank you guys so much. And Andrea, I hope that was really fun for you. I thought it was really good intel. And we just really appreciate each and every one of you. This is me and Davidians. We live to geek out over here on human design. This is our favorite thing to do.
Totally.
And so we're very, very grateful that you guys are interested in sharing this intel with us. It's so fun to learn. So awesome. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving, and whatever you decide to do, even if you're home alone, enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we will see you guys all next week.
Good journey, everyone.
Mwah. Bye, everyone. Oh, wait, let's put up Andrea's last comment. It was awesome. Hope you have the best Thanksgiving. We are celebrating. If not, hope your day is amazing regardless. Exactly. I love to say that because there's been plenty of times on Thanksgiving I just spend it alone. And, it's really good to just remember that, like, it's just the beauty of the day, and to whatever you're doing, it's just allow that to be special for you, right? And I'm grateful to be with my family, but also I've enjoyed many holidays by myself too. And especially for human design is always best for deconditioning. So if that is the case, then have a blessed day regardless. Have a blessed journey, everyone. Hi, Flo. Have a blessed journey.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.